Most men do not fail because they lack ideas. They fail because they abandon them midway. The graveyard of mediocrity is filled with unfinished projects, broken promises, and hollow intentions. The world does not reward what you start, it rewards what you complete. Starting is easy. Starting feels good. Starting gives the illusion of progress. But the true weight of greatness comes in the grind that follows, when excitement fades and fatigue arrives. The ones who build empires are not the ones with the best beginnings, but the ones with the most relentless finishes. Quitting is the silent addiction of the undisciplined. Each time you leave something undone, you train yourself to accept incompletion as normal. You lower your own standards, teaching your mind that abandoning is acceptable. Soon, it spreads like a virus. You stop halfway in your work, halfway in your commitments, halfway in your growth. Nothing reaches maturity. Nothing bears fruit. A life of unfinished tasks is a life without proof. Without proof, no one remembers you. No one fears you. No one respects you. Completion is proof of character. Every time you finish something, you reinforce to yourself that your word is law, that when you say you will do it, you do it, that your commitment is not a fleeting impulse but a carved decision. This repetition builds an identity no one can shake. People begin to believe you because you consistently deliver. You begin to believe yourself because you honor your word. Confidence is not built from dreams. It is built from completion stacked like bricks until you stand behind a fortress of proof. The world is designed to test your endurance. Everything you begin will face resistance. Distractions will whisper. Fatigue will gnaw at you. Doubt will try to seduce you. And at every stage, you will be given a choice: finish or fold. The majority fold because finishing requires pain. Pain of focus, pain of patience, pain of sacrifice. But the minority finish, and because they finish, they inherit rewards that fold will never know. Completion is the ultimate separation between those who speak and those who reign. Even small tasks demand completion. Do not underestimate the power of the smallest follow-through. If you cannot finish a page, how can you write a book? If you cannot finish a workout, how can you transform a body? If you cannot finish a promise to yourself, how can you command others? Every incomplete task erodes you. Every completed task strengthens you. Mastery of finishing small things is training for finishing great things. Discipline does not suddenly appear. It is carved through repetition in the smallest arenas. The mind finds peace in completion. Unfinished business lingers like a ghost, draining energy, whispering doubts, haunting your steps. You may not consciously think about the tasks you left undone, but your subconscious carries them as weight. You feel restless, unfocused, burdened without knowing why. The cure is to close what you open, to finish what you start. Completion clears the mind, sharpens the spirit, and creates momentum that builds upon itself. Momentum is the weapon that the undisciplined never wield. Those who never finish are forgotten. Their names vanish because they never carved anything permanent into the world. Their efforts dissolve because they never hardened into results. History remembers builders, not dreamers. It remembers conquerors, not planners. The unfinished fades into obscurity, but the finished becomes legend. If you want your name to echo long after you are gone, you must finish. No one will tell your story if you quit. No one will celebrate a monument that never left the blueprint. Finishing demands defiance. It requires you to resist the seduction of ease, the temptation of new beginnings, the comfort of walking away. Discipline is defiance against your weaker self. Each time you finish, you prove that you are not ruled by impulse, not ruled by boredom, not ruled by distraction. You prove that you are sovereign over yourself. Sovereignty is built not in grand gestures, but in the repeated act of completion. until your very identity is tied to seeing things through. Completion is not just about tasks, it is about life itself. How you finish one thing is how you finish everything. The man who consistently closes what he opens builds a legacy of reliability. His presence carries weight because people know he does not vanish when it gets difficult. They trust his word, they respect his time, they follow his leadership. The man who never finishes is treated as irrelevant because he has taught the world that he cannot be counted on. Authority belongs to the one who finishes. Finish what you start. It is the single act that transforms dreamers into leaders, plans into monuments, effort into empire. Do not scatter your energy across endless beginnings. Do not seek the comfort of quitting when fatigue arrives. Do not betray yourself by leaving things undone. Completion is pain, but it is also crown. The crown does not go to those who start the race with speed. It belongs to those who cross the line despite every reason to stop. Decide to finish, and you decide to reign.